What's up, crypto fam, ladies fam? How are you doing today? Let me know in the comments down below. Today, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Big Woo Thursday here in Central Europe, guys. Cloudy, cozy Thursday, guys, and what I am seeing here on the screen. Oh, Milady cannot recover, guys. You know what I'm saying? Still consolidating between 2.0 and 18 level. Guys, are you keep buying the dip? Because you can clearly see volume is volume is significant, guys. For the current stage of the market, guys, Milady's volume is really big, you know. If we consider the fact that we are not mainstream, we are not on headlines, guys, we only have me, you know what I'm saying, doing the Milady's videos, guys. Come on now, this is not, you know, this alone is not enough for that kind of volume. I'm telling you, guys. You know, of course my channel, you know, has no huge leverage to create such a big volume. Of course we need something more. And something more is development team building behind the scenes. And, you know, these whales know that. These whales know that, guys. This is clear. But, you know, when it comes to the overall market today, more red than green, you know. It's just crazy, guys, you know. What a month of October, or we should say what a month, what a expected month of October we are so far having, you know. From now, you know, from November on, we might change the October's name to Downtober, you know, or Down Bear. You know, that's even better. Down Bear, guys. B-E-A-R. You know what I'm saying? B-E-A-R, guys. Bear. Down Bear, guys. I'm telling you. Like, this is just another proof why 4-year traditional cycles are broken. You know? Not only that we broke, you know, with the Bitcoin ETFs back, you know, in April 2024, we broke the cycle back then, guys, and we, you know, broke the traditional cycle once again this month, you know, with bad market, guys. Overall market in the, you know, October is not really good. Of course, we still can end up in green, but it's highly unlikely, guys, you know. It's highly unlikely that we will end this month green, because, yeah, I'm telling you, guys, you know, we have some bad news, guys, about the war. You know, of course, if Jerome Powell cut the rates, that can spark the market, but let's just hope the war in, you know, in Ukraine is not gonna escalate, guys. But before we go to that, let's see what's going on today on Etherscan. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, 26,692. It looks like we have lost 4 paper handers since yesterday. And it looks like we've been only 4 holders away from 26.7k. You know? But guys, we only need 8 holders, you know, that's not a big deal for Milady. Of course, You know, retail investors are still not here. They are still without money, or, you know, not interested, because, you know, people are scared, guys. People are scared to put money in crypto, guys. If, you know, of course, the headlines are full of fear, because, of course, the headlines is displaying for, you know, to people about that crash that has happened, you know, a couple days ago. I mean, it's pretty clear that they are putting a fear into the, you know, into the retail investors, guys. So retail investors are not joining, not just yet, guys, because they need to see, you know, they need to see many days of green. That's exactly how we bring the retail money in, when they will see the green, you know, for many days. Just like, you know, it was happening with gold, you know, but gold is retracing, you know, currently, and the capital will soon start transitioning to crypto, you know, and digital gold, of course, Bitcoin, guys. But, you know, like, we are just still, sometimes it feels like we are at, you know, at the phase 2, early phase 2, and then again back at phase 1. You know, we are just jumping between Bitcoin and Ethereum, guys, and it seems like nothing else matters for these institutions. So it can get really frustrated for a lot of people. That's why they are selling crypto and joining, you know, gold and silver, guys. They're buying gold and silver because of that reason. They are getting frustrated with crypto, but that's gonna cost them so much, you know. That's gonna cost them so much, guys. They know what's going on. They know when the time is right. And I'm telling you, guys, October is almost over, guys. November, it's gonna be pretty bullish, guys. It's gonna be the, you know, the start of a 3-year bull cycle, if you ask me. You know, November 2025 is a start of a 3-year bull market. And I'm gonna go further and say 3-year of a bull market at least, guys, because remember, if Trump wins again in 2028, I mean, we will skip the bear market once again. I mean, yes, I know it feels like we are back at the bear market, guys, but they want you to believe that, you know. In reality, we are just in accumulation period, you know. It's just the accumulation period, guys, but they want you to believe it's bear market because, you know, they want you out, you know, they want you out, guys. But guys, if we check out the holders today, yo, I don't see any changes here on the top 10 today. Wow, amazing. No changes today when it comes to top 10. BitGet keep selling. They are at 138k. You know what I'm saying, guys? Binance 52k. HTX, of course, is here. KuCoin, BitTrue, guys, and Lbank. Lbank is selling too, you know. They are at 24k. Crypto.com 18k. Wow, 18k for Crypto.com. Crypto.com is buying today. Amazing to see. Binance is inactive, you know. 17k for them, guys. And HTX, this is their second wallet, I believe, here on the top 50. Remember, they have multiple wallets. You know, HTX is really bullish on Milady, guys. Remember, they are producing the most volume for this token. So, yeah, interesting, guys. They are at 16k. But I can only see Crypto.com buying today, and of course on the top 10 we can see that Crypto.com is not touching, you know, the Milady's wallets. You know what I'm saying? They are keep hodling, and that's really great news, guys. You know, that's really great news. You know, of course Crypto.com is the most secure exchange. If they if they hold the most of the supply, I mean, they know for sure Milady is legit. You know, it's either the Chris Marzalek knows something, you know, someone from the team personally, or it's just great ties between each other. They could have great ties, but guys, that's pretty much it when it comes to Milady today. Guys, today we have Donald Trump, who will make announcement at 3 p.m. So Eastern time. That's gonna be interesting, but remember, usually when he speaks about crypto dumps. So I know. I hope it's not one of those days, you know. I hope it's not one of those days. But you know, I hope it's just something bullish. Let's continue. Well, Insider, BlackRock clients buy 111.66 million worth of Ethereum. Huge for it, guys, huge. Standard Chartered says sell gold, buy Bitcoin. Rotations could start happening more frequently. So, wow. Remember, guys, I don't know if that was last year that Standard Chartered predicted that Bitcoin will end the year at 140k, or it was this year. I am not sure right now, but I believe, you know, their prediction still stands that Bitcoin can end the year at 140k. You know, I remember the article about that. It's not the perma bullish prediction, and yeah, I believe, man, you know, especially we will rotate, you know, if we will rotate the capital to Ethereum, you know, 140k, you know, in December seems legit to me, you know. But if Bitcoin will keep running and we will keep seeing, you know, the phase 1, you know, displaying in front of our eyes, you know, all the way to 2026, man, you know, then Bitcoin can go all the way to 200k at least, if you ask me, guys. But let's continue, guys. We have Spetsnaz here, you know, the Russian guy here, guys. This is interesting, guys, and it's gonna send the chills down your spine. So let's see here. This is from Medvedev, guys. Trump's cancellation of the summit in Budapest, new sanctions against our country from the USA. What else? Will there be new weapons besides the infamous Tomahawks? If any of the numerous commentators still had illusions, here you go. The US is our enemy, and their talkative peacemaker has now fully taken up the path of war with Russia. Yes, he does not always actively fight on the side of Banderite Kiev yet, but this is now his conflict, not the senile Biden's. Of course, they will say that he could not do otherwise, that he was pressured in Congress, etc. This does not change the main thing. The decisions made are an act of war against Russia, and now Trump has fully aligned himself with the insane Europe. But there is a clear plus in the next swing of the Trump pendulum. It is possible to strike with various weapons at all Banderite hideouts without looking back at unnecessary negotiations, and to achieve victory exactly where it is only possible, on the ground, not behind a desk, destroying enemies, not making meaningless deals. I have to agree with his statement. Trump keeps flipping and trying to tell Russia we should focus on destroying the enemy. Russia is winning and we won't concede to anything. The US created the Kiev regime. It's the US that can stop them, or we will do it forcefully. Wow. This is coming from Medvedev, guys. Can this be the reason for the dumps today? Wow, guys. They are not playing around, you know what I'm saying? Of course, Medvedev speaks for Putin. But... wow, guys, this is something I've been talking about throughout the summer. That Trump will need to decide. He will need to pick a side, guys. To go all in with Ukraine or all in with Russia. You know, he will need to pick a side, guys. That's how complex this war is, you know. He can no longer play the middleman here, you know. And it's, you know, I'm pretty sure, you know, Medvedev is pissed because Trump has given the green sign for the tomahawks. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why Medvedev is pissed off, you know. But it seems like, man, Russia is now considering to take the entire country of Ukraine. And, of course, European Union is terrified of Russia, guys. They will not do anything. I don't think they will really sacrifice soldiers for Ukraine. You know, they're so terrified of Russia, and it's really a shame, you know. It's really a shame, guys, for the entire Europe to be sissies like that, you know what I'm saying? It's... wow. But, you know, like, I don't know how Ukraine can survive this, because as far as I know, Russia still has more leverage when it comes to the troops compared to Ukraine. And who is gonna back up Ukraine, you know, with the army? Who is gonna do that? I mean, if no one dares that. No one dares that, guys, because like I said, everyone is afraid of Russia, you know. I'm pretty sure USA is not afraid of them, but Trump is a smart guy. He's not gonna risk the World War III, you know, and on top of that, this is not even the European, you know, it's not even the American problem. So it's all comes down to the Europe, guys. What Europe will do about that. So, man, this could be like you know, like a big deal for the markets, you know, but I hope I'm wrong, you know. But yeah, guys, here you have it. When it comes to the tomahawks, Trump has lifted key restrictions on Ukraine's use of long-range missiles against Russia, the Wall Street Journal. So because, you know, Trump could decide, you know, Trump could say something like, if you are not down to peace, Zelensky, that's it, you know, fight it off, fight it out, guys, you know. That's what he could say. But he's still allowing for Ukraine to use, you know, the US weaponry. So they are participating in this war, guys, you know. Russia can claim that US is participating in this war, guys. And of course, I believe Putin is pissed off right now on Trump, because, you know, he is allowing Ukraine to defend itself. And you know, it's like, okay, I believe this is it. I think Trump has picked the side. He is gonna side, you know, he's gonna back He's gonna protect Ukraine. It looks like he's gonna try to defend Ukraine, guys. And I don't know, man. I don't know how, if this is the if this is the great news. But here you have it, guys. This comes hours after the Budapest summit was cancelled. And it was cancelled because, of course, Zelensky is not down, for the land swaps. He is not down for that, guys. We knew that. We knew that, guys, already. So it is what it is, guys. That's why it's cancelled. Putin is not down for any other solution. He stands with his demands. But if Ukraine wants to gain land back, they will need to use force. They will need to use brutal force against Russia to take that, to reclaim that land back. That's how it's gonna be. And I hope, guys, I'm not like standing on Russian side or Ukrainian side. I just tell you like it is. They will need to use brutal force, to reclaim that land back. If they want that land back, if they want to reclaim the entire land that was taken, they will need to use more force against Russian. But it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be really, really hard, guys. Next, we have Russian ruble has gained 40% against US dollar so far this year. Can you believe that? Is this true? And the Western media is talking about, Russian economy is collapsing and stuff like that. Guys, I don't think Putin would have continued with this war, if his economy, would have been really that bad. So guys, I think this is kind of shocking. This is kind of shocking, guys. If this news is true, I'm pretty surprised. This is crazy. President Trump says strong trade deal with China is coming, bullish for markets. At least something positive, guys. Oh yes, guys, I believe this is the done deal between Xi Jinping and Trump. It was all staged, and I believe great news are coming on November 1st. Then we have here breaking sanctions on Russia have been announced. So more sanctions are coming for Russia, guys, because, guys, treasury sanctions, major Russian oil companies calls on Moscow to immediately agree to ceasefire. So Trump wants at least ceasefire and Putin is not down with it because Zelensky keeps demanding, that he will not, swap the lands. He's not gonna swap the land. So Putin is, Putin feels like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it for the ceasefire if Zelensky still has his big ego and cannot accept the defeat. That's how Putin see the things, and it's not really, man, this is gonna be hard to stop. I'm telling you. Wow. United States imposes sanctions on major Russian oil companies Rosneft and Lukoil, demanding that Russia immediately agree to a ceasefire with Ukraine. So it is what it is. Trump has decided to pick a side with Ukraine, guys, and he's not gonna pressure Zelensky to accept, the deal that, Putin has offered to him. Yeah, I must say Trump did pressure Zelensky before he did with, before he did Putin. But, it's just so hard to negotiate if you have, two leaders with big egos, in the position. But yeah, Trump is trying right now with the ceasefire play card, but still it's not working, guys. Putin is not down with it, and that's why Russia will get more sanctions. Just crazy. Eric Trump says Bitcoin is going to 200k this year. Wow, nice prediction. Russia's finance ministry and central bank have reached an agreement to legalize crypto payments for foreign trade. Bullish. And that's pretty much it for this video, guys. How do you feel about the markets today? Man, it's really boring. It's really, it's really red. But guys, stay patient. I love you all so much. Keep buying, guys. We are almost out of here. I'm telling you, guys. Just wait for the rate cuts, guys. And we will see what's gonna happen, guys. That's it. I love you all, and I will catch you in the next one.